Hey, what's up, guys? This is JY Smart Tech here again. And for today's second video, we're going to talk about something a little bit different. Usually, I talk about the emerging technologies or explain how softwares are used. However, today I'm going to talk about something that affects our daily lives today, right now. Not the usual tech type of video, but rather more about the current issue that is impacting everyone greatly as of right now. So with that, I'll be explaining to you guys about what the coronavirus, otherwise known as the COVID-19 is, the basic background of what that disease is, the current status, and how we can prevent this disease from spreading. So here we are at COVID-19. It's a widely known as coronavirus, is an infectious respiratory disease caused by the new virus. Started out in Wuhan, China in December 2019, and it has caused spread to more than 70 other countries. Second. So we have two possible scenarios for the origin of the coronavirus. And the scenario one is that it came from like how previous coronavirus outbreaks started, like humans contracting the virus after direct exposure to civets and camels for like SARS and MERS, and that the researchers have proposed that bats are most likely to be the host for the coronavirus, and that scenario two is that a non-pathogen version of the virus jumped from an animal host into humans and later evolved into its current pathogenic state with its human population. There are some scenarios like how there's a possibility of coronavirus from pangolin could have been transmitted to a human directly or non-directly host from like the ferrets or civets. So that was the scenarios that could have happened, and we can move on to the symptoms. The symptoms of coronavirus could last, not last, but could be developed without seeing the symptoms in 1 to 14 days. The most common symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, tiredness, dry cough, and possibly the shortening of breath. Most people, approximately 80% of those infected, can recover from it without needing special treatment. And it's found that the disease is not fatal for young and healthy people, but rather for older folks and people with medical conditions. The patients may experience tiredness and fatigue, also body aches and headaches with the dry coughs, fever, and difficulty breathing. And then we can go on to how we can prevent the coronavirus. There are currently no vaccines available, and that is why it's extremely crucial to prevent the spreading of the virus. The WHO has published a public service announcement to wash your hands regularly, cover your nose and mouth while sneezing or coughing, avoid contact with other humans, try to stay home and self-isolate from others if you're feeling unwell. Don't touch your eyes, nose, mouth, etc. And this was the little meme I've created by using hacks. It says to cover your mouth. Social distancing is extremely important in coronavirus prevention because this is the only way currently of preventing the disease itself. Didn't load correctly. Social distancing is basically a term applied to certain conditions right now. So such as like the coronavirus right now, from the public health officials to stop or slow down the spread of an infectious disease. The things you could do during social distancing is to read books, watch Netflix, cooking, baking, etc. There are several response tips and what you could do for the coronavirus. And the CDC has requested to call ahead before visiting your doctor if you're feeling sick, wearing a face mask, covering your cough and sneezes, and all these common sense things. And this is a tip. This is an information for people who have been self-quarantining and feel like they have been fully treated. Um, if you had no fever for at least 72 hours or your symptoms have improved, it's been at least 7 days since your symptoms have appeared, or you've received at least 2 negative tests in a row, that is the only way you could be finished with your self-quarantining. And there are some cases where the COVID-19 is reoccurring in patients who have already been treated. So it's very important to always be careful. And the current status shows that in State College, the Governor Tom Wolf ordered that non-life sustaining businesses to close starting Monday, 8 a.m. And retail food establishment must close dining rooms, but takeouts and delivery, curbside pickups are still offered. All the wine and spirit liquor stores will be closed also, but not the beer distributors. Globally, there are this much total confirmed of coronavirus, and there are this much deaths worldwide, which is a lot. Now, the current situation regarding the COVID-19 differs from countries on how they are handling the situation. Like countries like Canada, Denmark, Germany, North Korea, Belgium, France, Italy, Ireland, and UK, and more are currently on lockdown. And United States currently has issued level 4 do not travel advisory for the American citizens, which means that it's pretty serious right now. What we can do to prevent the coronavirus. These are the most important things that I feel like that needs to be talked about. And it is staying positive, because with positive mindset, there's nothing stopping you from feeling great, even during times like this. You should get some sunlight because it's hard to stay home 24/7, and it's okay to go outside for a little bit to get some air and sunlight. Keep your social distance, drink water, air out your house, and do not let anxiety get the best of you, because at times like this, it is always best to stay positive and try to avoid the coronavirus. And here are the additional resources that you can find for more information. And this was an informational video about the coronavirus, otherwise known as the COVID-19, and why it's important. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to like and subscribe to JY Smart Tech. Thank you.